don't even know, to tell you the truth. I don't know what the fuck to talk about. Ain't really shit to talk about, really. I didn't watch the Grammys yet. It ain't really no new music coming out. Deadpool movie was cool, you know what I'm saying? But it had its points where it could have been better. I don't know, shit, fuck it. But I picked up some kickz when I picked up them joints. Got some Vans. Not really that special. These is pretty cool though. I like them shit. Fucking SK8s or whatever. Galaxy joints. Pretty much go to a lot of shit. Van logo. Nice material. The size is kind of the best thing about them, but it's just like, damn, it would have been sick. They should have, nah, I guess the toe box wouldn't really work, you know what I mean, but I fuck with them. Nice material, whatever. I had to picked up a shirt for them, but the store took hella long. I don't like waiting in lines for hella long, so I said fuck it and put it back. So next time I go to the Van store, I guess I'll pick it up. So I gotta have something to go with this shit. I mean, black and white shirt is cool, but I always like to have the key point of a shoe, no matter what material or design it is, it gotta match. So that's that. And this is the thing with Vans, with the little joint. A lot of people don't. I used to leave these shits hanging like that, but for some reason they end up tearing and falling off. I feel like they should do what Jordan Brand do and make these like a thin little metal, you know what I mean, with the little keychain joint just to hang off the shoe, because I think a lot of people like hang tags on shoes for some reason. I know I do, shit. I mean, if they wouldn't fall the fuck off, I would always wear them. But that's just my personal opinion. I think that'd be sick. And the tongue is kind of the only thing that I got a gripe with, because it's so thin, so it's like, when you put this shit on, it depends on how you wear your shit, but you see what I'm saying? How it's thin, and then you see how I do that? It just depends on how you want to wear it, I guess, but I mean, shit, it should be thicker, in my personal opinion. But that's whatever. So that's that shit. Pretty cool shoe. I just wish Vans had more limited edition shit. Like, bring back a lot of colorways and shit that y'all had like in 04, 05. Cause Vans used to be sick back then. Then I got these. Another skate high. A lot of people really slept on these for some reason, but I didn't sleep on them. And if you don't know, it's the Alice in Wonderland joint. Now see, this is what I was saying about the hat. It don't really, to me it don't really match up right, because if you look at the hat, it's more tie-dye. So it's like, yeah, they didn't really do a good job with the hat, in my personal opinion. What I would have did, I would have had the brim black, right? You know, with the stitching, make that white, different. And then the way it is with the shoe, you should have had like black with the pattern of this, not on every one. You should have had it like spaced out like every other one, and then had a black going down with, you know what I mean, kind of with the suede material. That would have been sicker than just this, because this shit is too loud and it stand out more, and it kind of don't go if you really look. Like with the colors, because you see how the background on the shoe is black, and then you got this tie-dye shit, you feel me? So it makes an awkward, you know, wear when you look at it. It's clean, but at the same time it's just like, you know, the best part of the feature is the Disney and Van joint. You see? And that's the problem where I'm like, why they didn't do that with the tongue of the shoe? You see what I'm saying? They should have had that on the tongue of the shoe. So it just, with designers and people that design shit, sometimes I have a gripe with it, but it's just like, you go to the store can't tell you shit because they're not the designer of the product, but it's just like, it's a good shoe, don't get it fucked up, but I just feel like the way you marketed the shoe, as far as the Disney and Van collection, mostly kids and maybe chicks or whatever, but if you're a fan of a shoe, you get it, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? But it's like, if you wanted to market it different, you could have made like a lot of people that grew up in the 90s, like Lion King, Mufasa, you know, Simba and shit. You should have did something like that to where it's not as, I won't say girly, because I mean, shit is a sick shoe, but at the same time, it ain't so kiddie. But I mean, Jordan Brand did weird shit before, Nike did weird shit before, so it doesn't matter. But I just feel like when you go market something and you gonna design something, at least design it right. The hat is doing too much. Unless it was more than one hat that came out for it, it doesn't go. You know, it should have been a black outline, and then you put the pattern. You don't need the pattern all over the hat. You see what I'm saying? Because it's just like, what the fuck? I mean, granted, this should be dope wearing it by itself, even if you ain't rocking Vans. It's just a dope hat, but I just feel like they really dropped the ball in the hat, but that's just my opinion. That's just a couple shoes that I picked up. Now, this is interesting. We already know this is an old-ass shoe. This not new. If you've been following me on my channel, you already know what it is, but this is the part that was dope. I shot a video and deleted it, but if you look at the date, basically, you know when these came out, today is that day. So 3 years ago, these came out, right? And if you look at my shoe, barely 3 years though. So you figure 3 years, and you look at the shoe, look how still brand new it look. I barely wore this shit. One, because these ran big for some reason. This is my actual size, 11 and a half. So with that being said, reason why I'm talking about this shit is I'm going to get the low top version tomorrow if they have the size, because we know the 11 lows run hella big. So if you wear a size, say 11, go down to a 10 and a half. Because I wear 11 and a half, I went down to 11, it still was big. I went down to the 10 and a half. It's not as big, it's kind of, you know what I'm saying, but it works. You feel me? If you got small flat feet, you'll be all right. But I want to see how they feel in the low top version, because the high top version is okay, but at the same time, when you put the shoe on, you put your feet all the way in from the back, and you got hella room still. Like, I mean, I guess some people would say, oh, it's good to have room in the shoe, but to me, that makes it crease more. You know what I mean? I'd rather have some shoes to feel a little snug, especially at one, because it's like big up here. You see what I'm saying? So at the same time, I'm kind of glad that I am going to buy the lows. That's what this video is about. But I was just like, damn, these came out on this day 3 years ago. And the way I got these shoes, since we're on the subject, we had the raffle for these. And we got them from the mall I used to go to as a kid. Not a kid. Well, a kid, teenager. The mall I grew up in, basically. And you had to do the raffle. So I didn't think that these would actually be possible to get because the breads I didn't get. But we did the raffle at Chic at the mall. If you ever in the Bay Area, by Oakland, San Leandro, it's called Bayfair Mall. If you're in California, go check it out. Be careful though. And we ended up winning the raffle, and you know how I am. You gotta watch where you go, and I was suspicious about even going, but I went, seeing how ratchet the store is, because that place where Chic was used to be a small Foot Locker where I wasn't able to get the not the Bread 11s, the Cougar 11s back in the day when they came out, but that's another story. Anyway, so I go in there and we won the raffle, and I was like, oh shit, you didn't tell me that. So my girlfriend knew that we won the raffle, but she didn't want to tell me. Cause I'm like, why the fuck would I buy all this? You know, I bought a hat, 4 outfits, and I'm like, I don't have a shoe, and so that was a surprise, I guess. So we ended up both getting these shoes. I really don't know where her shit is. It's probably somewhere in the closet, but I still kept mine though. This is the only shoe of all the Chicago, I mean, like the Chicago ones, the Bread ones, the Shadow ones that I always wanted, and I remember this one in high school. So I was glad to get this because it's still a one, but I always wanted the Bread ones, and this year the band ones come out, so I'm definitely trying to get those. if I get those, I don't even need to buy Jordans no more ever again. But anyway, so hopefully tomorrow it'll be a review up for the Royal One lows. Hopefully, but I just thought that was a trip. Looking at the old shoes and look at the day, like, oh shit, today they came out 3 years ago. But I don't know. I'm just a dude that loves sneakers, man. But let's talk about some music shit. One.